Hello YouTube, welcome back to Hamstermind, and I'm still trying to solve these really annoying chests. So, back to the basic Hamstermind gear. And we have this chest. Now, there are some clues for it. Most obviously this one. I worked out after quite a lot of head scratching and a little bit of hinting out of Discord stuff that if you take the 9 plus 7 plus 6 plus 2 gives you 24, 8 plus 9 plus 5 plus 6 gives you 28, 7 plus 3 plus 4 plus 9 is 23. So the last two digits are simply the sum of the diamonds. I could not for the life of me see where the first four digits were coming from. So eventually I asked my wife, and she took about a minute out of looking at it and said, oh well, 2 plus 7 is 9. Oh yes, 2 plus 7 is 9, 2 plus 1 is 3, 2 plus 3 is 5, 2 plus 4 is 6, 1 plus 3 is 4, 1 plus 5 is 6, and so on. So that means the puzzle I actually have to solve for this, 8 and 6 is 14, 7 and 9 16, 14 and 16 is 30. 5 and 4, 5 and 2, 5 and 3, 5 and 1, 9, 7, 8, 6, 3, 0. So let's put that one in and see if it actually works. 9, 7, 8, 6, 3, 0. Pi combination. Yay! Okay. Next up. Stick a done for that. The old ladies game. I don't really know what to do with this. So what I've done is I've worked out completion of the grid. I believe this should be right. So the way it works, if I can fit it all in without this toolbar getting in the way, hang on just a second. Adjust the window size. Right. So A1 hamster, B1 mind, A2 pet, hamster pet, mind game. B3 is game over, A3 is pet cover. A4 undercover, B4 overline. A5 is there, ground. So that's underground. And B5 is line side. A6 is hole, so hole in the ground, I guess. And B6 is effect, so side effect. A7 is black, as in black hole, and B7 is in butterfly, as in butterfly effect. A8 is C, so we have black C, and B8 is net, so we have butterfly net. A9 is salt, so sea salt. B9 is inter, so internet. A10 is pepper, so salt and pepper. B10 is national, so international. A11 is nose, so pepper affects your nose. B11 is flag, so national flag. And that leaves they date 2. And I don't know what that means. I guess it might mean that there's something with 2 dates in the book, and I enter one of them. Here's the journal. That's not what I wanted. What I wanted was back here, and those are the birthdays, which I think are separate. The date in the hospitalization report is next to, but I don't know why that would be 2. There's some dates on those. They're quite hard to follow, because at least on my screen captures that Saturday blur. That one's clear, but doesn't have a year. So I'm kind of stuck on those. I guess I'll try 160825, but I'm pretty sure that's not going to work. Anyway, let's head down to the other 5 chests and see if I can at least get rid of some of the others. They date 2. Helps if I actually select a floor. So it was this one, and with no expectation that it will actually do anything at all. Let's try the 1608. Yeah, didn't think so. I can't really read the handwritten date at the bottom of this, but that's, I don't see how that fits with the message. So I'm going to leave that one for the moment. See if I can get anywhere with any others. This one, for example. So we have, I reckon, the number of rotations required to solve the puzzle. And we need C3, D1, D3, C6, and C2. And these are the numbers that I've got so far for each of those. And what I was going to do is actually just go off and see if I can check them. So C3 is this puzzle, and it should only require 4 rotations. One. 2. Oops. This is why we check. This is level C3. It says it above the door. Okay, so I just think I just did it there with two rotations. Or did I not count? I didn't count correctly, did I? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that was 3 rotations. So I will update my chart. Next up, D1 equals 11. We know that because that was a given, which is just as well because I haven't managed to do it in 11. I haven't actually been trying very hard. So D3. Now I think this took me 9 rotations. Oh, let's see. If I start by restarting the level, would be a good move. So I can go through there. That's 0. 1. No, that's... Okay, I think I got myself confused as to what I was doing there, and I got called away briefly, so let's restart the level. So 1 through to there. Then we have to rotate this to get back to where the red is. So that's 1 rotation. Now we want to come upwards through the blue. Where does this go again? Yeah, so I need to come through. Like that. 4. 5. And I totally lost count of how many. No, that was 9. So I think it's the last 2 to get out that counts. Okay, I think that's 9. I'll come back and try it again more slowly and carefully if I need to. C6, I think it needs 6 rotations. Thankfully C2 only needs 2, so that should be fairly easy to verify. But C6, restart level. One. 2. 3. 4. 5. 'I did find a short, easy solution to this. I'm sure of it. 1. 2. 3. 4. 1. pretty much the only thing I can do there. Two. That's pretty much the only thing I can do there. 3. Fourth rotation. Fifth rotation. Sixth rotation. That was the 6 rotations. So I reckon I'm happy with that one. And C2. Restart level. I think clear open gate at the bottom may have appeared when it was solved. One. Two rotations. And out. So that one is 2 rotations. Okay, so having verified most of the numbers that I'd come up with previously and reduced one of them. It should be here. So 3119 times 62, which is not what I've got written down because I just changed it. 3119 times 62, 193378. Let's see what happens. 1, 9, 3, 3, 7, 8. No, I thought not. So I've got D3 down as 9. What I'm going to do, because otherwise I will be here for many years. Let's just try reducing this in case there was a shorter. Nope. Okay, so I'm going to have to go off and try a lot more combinations on that. Fine. Right, so 1 down, 2 failed. Birthday cake. This horrible puzzle. Oops, there we go. Right, so the clue is 5 birthdays DDMMYY, and I don't think that one has anything to do with it anymore. We have those birthdays with no years. Now, a little bit of research on the web shows that Shrek and also Shrek 3 were both released on the 18th of May, although different years. And Shrek features a donkey, and Anne-Marie is a donkey. Jurassic Park, featuring various dinosaurs, released on the 11th of June 1993. So that would fit nicely with Triceratops. The Aristocats, great film. Haven't seen it since I was tiny. Released on 24th of December 1970, which fits with Carry On quite nicely. There are no good films with hamsters in. And Raiders of the Lost Ark, which is the obvious matching film for Hamster Jones, is the 12th of June 1981, which is not the same as 0408. However, we need 5 birthdays. Also, from the Discord, another clue to this puzzle, they all share the same year. So what I'm thinking is the numbers might all share 2026 is the release date for Hamstermind, although I think I also saw some other obscure reference to the number of birth candles making it 3 years earlier or something, so it could be 23. However, I will try adding up with no great hope of success. 1206 23 0408 23 0408 23 plus 1805 23 plus 1106 23 plus 2412 23, which should be 693815. So I'll give that one a go. 6 9 3 8 1 Okay, whatever the logic is. You found a beetle in the chest. We have 48 beetles. So, the 2 remaining that are still causing me problems are these 2, the old lady and the cups, where I thought I had the numbers, but my arithmetic apparently doesn't work out, so there may cross a bit so they're more visible. Yeah, those numbers don't quite work, so I need to find different numbers, but I'm pretty sure that C3D1D3 is 2 times C6C2 is doing something like that calculation, just with some digits different. So anyway, I'll play around with that and see if I can work out what some better numbers would be. And I will continue to think about the date 2 or date 2 they. or May to date. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll be back again at some point. Bye.